Yes, international students, I want to tell you that if you want to apply for a Schengen visa to any European country in 2023, or if you intend to migrate to Europe using a Schengen visa, these countries I'm going to be giving you right now, right here, make sure you apply to these countries. I will explain the reasons to you why you should apply to these countries, and I will tell you why it is advantageous to move to these countries. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are old, welcome. Happy New Year to you and your family, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you so much for understanding. Please, if you are watching this video right now, give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend to another person. And please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can take the channel to 100,000 subscribers in 2023. Thank you for understanding. Now, remember that the Schengen visa is a short stay visa. With the Schengen visa, you cannot stay in Europe for more than 90 days, which is 3 months. Now, equally understand that with the Schengen visa, it may be difficult for you to work, not as if it may be. With a short stay visa, you cannot work in Europe. Equally remember that with the Schengen visa, there are documents you need to apply for this particular Schengen visa, all right? There are documents. And with the Schengen visa, you need small amount of money, not like too much money with regards to the student visa. Understand again that with the Schengen visa, it may be difficult for you, because I know right now you're watching this video with the notion that, Milton, hey, when I get to Europe, I would change my visa to a different visa so that I can work. Hey, it would be difficult. Please, it would be difficult for you to swap the Schengen visa. I'm not saying it is impossible, but it would be difficult. Chances are 90% impossible, all right? Now, let me explain something to you. Remember I said if you want to apply for a Schengen visa in 2022, you should apply to these countries I'm going to give to you now. Now, the reason I'm saying you should apply to these countries are because the first reason is I got these statistics for 2020, I got statistics for 2021, I got statistics for 2022, all right? With people I equally know that applied for the Schengen visa. The first country I will be talking about is Estonia. If you want to apply for a Schengen visa, try to apply to Estonia. Now, the reason is because some countries have higher acceptance rate for Schengen visa, while others have lower acceptance rate for Schengen visa. And this boils down to the countries with lowest taxes and high taxes, all right? And it shows that those with medium or low taxes sometimes have an acceptance rate of at least 90%, while those with higher taxes sometimes have an acceptance rate below 70%. But I want to tell you that with my experience, with my research abilities, I may not be perfect, but these countries, if you want to apply for a Schengen visa, apply to them right now. Remember that some of these countries, when you are applying for, you should be looking at their budget as well, all right? There are countries that are expensive. I usually tell students that if you have 2 million or 2.5 million naira as a Nigerian, or as a Cameroonian, CFA as a Cameroonian, you should apply for a Schengen visa. If you are working, it is advantage you, all right? Because if you take leave from work, you can easily apply, and the embassy may see that this person is on leave and they can quickly give you. Even if you are not working, you can easily make out these things. You know, now we are Africans. Even if you are Asians, we know how we do these things. So guys, please take note of these countries and make sure you apply for these visas. Remember, first, a country like Czech Republic, I'm checking my jotter here because I put down these details because I do not want to forget. A country like Czech Republic, Austria, their embassies are always crowded, all right? Again, a country like Poland, it is somehow difficult to get appointments for the Polish visas, especially for students. But hey, remember, the national visa or the working visa is different from the Schengen visa. All right, sometimes the Schengen visa and the working visa, yeah, but when you are applying for a Schengen visa, all right, a Schengen visa to Poland, make sure you book the right category of the appointment. Every other country, make sure you book the right category. But Czech Republic and Austria, their embassies are usually crowded. So embassies that are crowded usually have slow rates of appointment because they have a lot of people to treat. Therefore, I will not advise you to take any of these countries. This is my advice for you in 2023. Now, the first country I want to talk about first, if you want to apply for a Schengen visa, take these Baltic countries: Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. Recently, let me tell you something. Recently, a student wrote me and was asking if I know the procedure of leaving Lithuania to seek asylum in Denmark. Actually, I don't know, but if I knew, I would have given her my sincere knowledge, or my sincere anything I want to say, all right? But I didn't know about the procedure, because sometimes these things, they have a way you have to go about them. Then another student contacted me from South Africa, telling me that he is already in Luxembourg. He's a South African. I don't know if he's a South African or another nationality. He's already in Luxembourg, but he wants to find out the procedures. That is someone who applied for either a tourist visa or a Schengen visa. Another student contacted me and said he is preparing from South Africa to apply for a visa to Luxembourg. How can he seek asylum? These are people with Schengen visas or tourist visas. I hope you understand now. So it is very important you know how to go about these things so that you know what to do. Again, remember, before you take a tourist visa or a Schengen visa to Europe and decide to seek asylum, please remember what asylum is, read more about asylum, and know what you are doing. Without wasting more time, let's go. The first country, like I said, Baltic countries. Estonia, I already told you that Estonia have an acceptance rate of at least 98%. All right, so Estonia is a country you should take. And if you think that you do not want a short stay visa, of course, apply for schools in Estonia. They have a lot of universities. But remember, the visa you are applying for as a student is a national visa or a long stay visa, all right, not a Schengen visa. I hope you understand. The next country I want to talk about is Lithuania. Lithuania have an acceptance rate of Schengen visas of 97%. So if you apply for Lithuania, a Schengen visa to Lithuania, your chances are high that you are getting it. Hey, before I forget, please remember this, very important. Remember this. You must supply all the documents needed for the Schengen visa application. It's very important. You must supply all requirements, and you must supply all the documents. The documents are, by the way, requirements. If you fail to supply all these documents, forget about the acceptance rate. You will not get the Schengen visa if you don't submit all the documents. Without wasting more time, let's go further. The next country I want to talk about is another country within the Baltic region. It is called Latvia. If you check my YouTube channel, you are going to see that I have a lot of videos about Latvia on that particular channel. On this particular channel with Milton Fonkwa. My second YouTube channel name is called Milton Fonkwa's Foundation. You can check that channel. I will link it below. All right. So subscribe to the channel, please. Thank you so much. So please, make sure you follow this video or these countries I'm giving you. Check the requirements, then you apply for the Schengen visa. In other videos you would watch on my channel, I talked about the documents that you need to apply for Schengen visas. Please watch that video. All right. Then again, the next country you should be looking at, all right, is Finland. Finland has an acceptance rate of 96%. And looking at the fact, remember in April 2022, Finland had a lot of laws. All right. Let's say Finland brought in new laws with respect to immigration for students. If you are a student, you can migrate with your spouse to Finland, and all the rest you can work. Your spouse can work full-time. You work 30 hours. There are a lot of things that have changed in Finland, even for the visa rate. Now, this is my point. If you are moving to Finland, this is a very technical trick or a very technical point I want to give you. If you want to use a Schengen visa to Finland, try to get an admissions letter from a Finnish university. All right, when you get the acceptance letter from a Finnish university, then as soon as you apply for a Schengen visa to Finland, when you arrive Finland, go to the university and tell them you want to enroll. The university will help you enroll, and in that case, as soon as you enroll, you are now going to change the status of your Schengen visa to a national visa or a student visa, and that way you can live in Finland for long. This is a trick I'm giving you. All right, please do not shout so that people can, don't quote me wrongly. This video is for educational purpose only. That is why I'm sharing, to help you, to educate you. So that is a trick you can use. The next country is Iceland. Iceland is a country in Europe, and it's equally a very cold country. Remember, before you even decide on the type of Schengen visa or the country you want to go to, it depends on your money, your budget, and it equally depends on the weather, and it depends on other factors. So you should check all of these before you decide on which country you want to go to. Iceland is a country which is extremely cold, guys, extremely cold. Please take note of this. That is a volcanic island or a volcanic country. If you are a geologist, if you are an environmentalist, if you love to see things, go to Iceland. You are going to see a lot of volcanoes, a lot of crater lakes, a lot of geologic geysers and hot springs. All right, but remember that a country like Iceland, I have said there are a lot of opportunities here. A country like Iceland and a country like Slovakia, these two countries like this, they have lower application rates. Therefore, if they have a lower application rate, it means that when you apply to any of these countries, because their applicant or they have less applicants applying to these countries for a Schengen visa, I mean, if you are applying for a Schengen visa, your chances of getting an appointment early and quickly is very high. And again, remember that it doesn't matter if you're applying for through an embassy or the VFS office. All you need to know is that you are going to get an Slovakia and Iceland. They usually have few accept. I have checked the data for 2020, 2021 and 2022. You are going to watch the other video. I talked about the data for 2020. All right, so note that that is what is happening. The last two countries, which is country 7 and country 8, is Poland with 95% acceptance and Luxembourg with 94% acceptance. Do you know why a lot of people apply for a Schengen visa to Luxembourg? First, Luxembourg is the richest country in the European Union. Luxembourg City is the richest city in the European Union. Luxembourg is, I think, is the headquarters of NATO, or is it Commonwealth? I can't remember, but Luxembourg, it has, I think it's hosting one of those bureaus, all right? Then again, there is free transportation in Luxembourg. And when you seek asylum in Luxembourg, you are going to get accommodation. All right. Recently, I was talking to some guy, like I told you people, it's a subscriber. He reached out to me and was trying to ask some question. He already told me that he is in the camp already. But again, before you seek asylum, please note what you are doing and remember what you are doing, so that at the end of the day, you don't blame anybody. All right. I think this is the end of today's video. But before I go, remember there are equally other visas you can take to Europe. Tourist visa, business visa. All right, it is very important. If you are looking at Turkey, try to apply for tourist visa, business visas. All right, but remember, with business visas, you have to show a lot of documents. You have to prove that you are a businessman, show businesses and all the rest. So if you ask me, Milton, which can I go for among tourist visa, business visa, Schengen visa, if I want to move to Europe, not through the study route or not through using the student pathway, which visa should I go for? I will tell you, take the Schengen visa and move jejely into Europe. All right, I hope this video will help you. Please, if you love the video, do not forget, like the video so that YouTube can recommend to other viewers, and please equally subscribe below so that we get 100K at the end of 2022. Till we meet again, Happy New Year and a prosperous one to you all out there watching me. Till we meet again.
Hello Milton, good morning, Happy New Year. Yeah, I need scholarship, partially or fully funded scholarship in nursing studies, masters, because I already have BSc in nursing. It could be any specialty like pediatric nursing, theater